Have you heard about President Trump's recent executive order targeting PBS and NPR? First, he mobilizes military assets to be used for local law enforcement and mandates that Homeland Security will have oversight of his special task forces that guide the local police. And now he is eliminating a core staple of free speech because they often disagree with his rhetoric. This move has sparked discussions about funding, bias, and the future of public media. President Trump signed an executive order to cut public support for PBS and NPR. He claimed these broadcasters show bias in their reporting. Apparently, bias is disagreeing with your agenda. The order instructs the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and federal agencies to stop federal funding for these networks. It also requires them to eliminate indirect public financing sources. The White House labeled PBS and NPR as radical outlets that misuse taxpayer money. This action continues a trend by Trump to exert control over institutions he deems problematic. Since taking office, he has removed leaders, reduced funding for various cultural programs, and pressured universities to scrap diversity initiatives. PBS and NPR rely on about $500 million from public funding annually. They have anticipated funding cuts, especially given the Republicans' long-standing complaints. PBS CEO Paula Kerger defended the networks, stating their vital role in American culture. She emphasized that the bipartisan support from Congress is crucial. PBS provides essential services and educational content for millions of children across the nation. It would seem eliminating such an impactful organization should require congressional approval and not just the careless stroke of Trump's pen. In response to Trump's executive order, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting filed a lawsuit. They argue that the president is overstepping his authority by dismissing board members, risking the board's ability to function. Just 2 weeks ago, the White House proposed rescinding funding for the Corporation for Public Broadcasting within a broader $9.1 billion budget cut package. However, this plan has not yet reached Congress. So rather than allow the budget to reach its destination and go through the proper process, Trump has decided to continue his authoritarian tirade and sign an executive order instead. This conflict is not limited to domestic policy. Trump's administration has also been working to dismantle the U.S. Agency for Global Media. This agency oversees networks like Voice of America, which promote independent journalism worldwide. Their efforts have been met with resistance in federal courts, which have questioned their authority in these matters. The American people need to stand up and demand that this type of tyranny be stopped. As we have stated before, people should be shocked and alarmed as Trump tries to dismantle the outlets and organizations that don't align with his policy. As we consider these developments, it's essential to reflect on the implications for public broadcasting in the U.S. How will these funding cuts affect access to quality news and educational programming? This is another call to action. We can't continue to bring you these breaking stories and important topics without support. Please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We greatly appreciate everyone out there on our socials who have begun to spread the word. But we need you all. If you've seen this video, it's just a couple clicks that will make all the difference. And as always, think freely and discuss openly.